Wake County voters will head back to the polls in the fall to cast their ballots for various municipal races. And of course, the Board of Elections staff in Wake County remain very busy to ensure a pleasurable voting experience. To talk about the municipal races is the Director of Wake County Board of Elections, Cherie. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak about the elections in Wake County.
Surely. Can you talk about the races on October 8th and November 5th?
The first, of course, will be October 8th. That is for the City of Raleigh, the Town of Cherie, certain Wake County Board of Education districts, and of course we will have the countywide bond for the schools, and the City of Raleigh will be having a transportation bond. So that means in October, all 200 Wake County precincts will be open. The October election is an election with runoff, which means for the actual candidates running, a candidate to be declared elected must get more than 50% of the votes cast in that contest. If they do, they get elected. If not, the person with the second highest number of votes can request a runoff. Then that runoff would take place at the same time as the November election.
Okay, what goes into preparing for these races and making sure that your staff is prepared?
Many people don't realize the months in advance that go into preparations for an election. This year is going to be even more unique because all the terms of our precinct officials end. So we have to recruit and then appoint and train all new precinct officials or those that had worked in the past that get reappointed. We have to recruit a sufficient number of precinct officials to work in our polling places. Anyone that ever sees the huge tubs of supplies that goes into each precinct, all the supplies have to be ordered, counted, packed, delivered. And of course, the most important thing is the layout, programming, and printing of the ballots and programming our election equipment.
What about early voting sites?
Early voting is a little different in municipal elections than it is in our partisan elections. The municipalities pay us, the Board of Elections, the county, for the actual cost of an election. By statute, we do have to have the site at the Board of Elections office. If a municipality would like an early voting site, then they request that of us and they pay for all expenses. So for October, as I said, by statute, we will have early voting in our office. That will be during normal business hours while we are open. So for that, anyone interested in early voting, we recommend they go to our early voting site, which is www.wakevotesearly.com. That will not only give all voters in Wake County information on dates, locations, times, but an interactive map that will give them directions to that facility.
Can you talk about voters, the citizens that would like to register, maybe just moved here? Is it too late?
No, the voters, if anyone that is not registered or wishes to change, whether it be they've gotten married, they have to change their name, their address. The elections, of course, this year are nonpartisan, but they can also change their party. They can, again, go to our website. There is a PDF form for voter registration. The person can type the form in, print it, sign it, send it to us.
And what about absentee ballots?
Also on our website, we do have a request form. If a voter wishes to vote absentee by mail, there is the request form. We give an example on the website of what we need. If, for instance, they're going to be out of town and have a different address, then they also should include that. Once it's received, we process it. We generally get the ballot back to the voter within 2 days. So it's a very easy process.
If voters needed to find out their precinct, polling place, or even steps on voting the day of the election, I'm sure they can find that and a lot of information on the website, correct?
Just about any question that a voter would have can be answered on our website. However, if they don't have access to that, they may still call our office, and that number is 919-856-6240.
Okay, Cherie, thank you for joining us and wishing you and your staff much success on the upcoming elections.
Thank you, and I encourage everyone to exercise their right to vote, and if they do have any questions, please contact us.
When we return, we'll share with you important information about a unique program aimed at preparing teens for college.